This is a Blairing Out with Eric Blair show tonight on the red carpet for the 2019 She Rocks Award Show to honor women within the music industry. Terri, what is important about the She Rock Awards to you?
That it's women supporting women in music, because I didn't have that when we started. There weren't enough women to do an organization like this. And to be included in this for me with these incredible women who've been honored, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm freaked out.
What do you remember about recording Pleasure Victim at the Casbah in Fullerton?
I remember when we recorded Sex, and I went in and got drunk because my mom said that I hadn't done it well enough and I needed to get more into it. And I said, but I'm not, John and I were not together, so how am I going to get into it? She said, you figure it out and sing that song from down here. So I got drunk and I went in there and sang it. And that was the take. We did one take and John was laughing his ass off, and it's the one and only time I've ever been drunk on a stage or in a studio, but it worked.
And I've heard there's been a reunion of the original Berlin members.
New album coming out in May called Transcendence with Dave Diamond and John Crawford, the original three.
How do you think this differs than albums you've done before without the original members?
How's it different? It's better. It's current. It's Berlin, but it's also Berlin 2019.
Makeup must-haves.
I like Makeup Forever HD. That always works for me.
Do you use a primer?
No, I don't. It just looks like plastic on my face.
Powder.
Powder, MAC, blot, powder.
Shadow.
Always works. I have some MACs and I have Anna Sui. I've got some Urban Decay. Got a bunch in that bag.
I know that you started off as an actress.
In my teens. But I joined Berlin I was 19. It's our 40th anniversary this year.
Do you know I caught you backstage with Richard Blade one time?
It was great. It didn't last very long. We were both kids and taking off, and we didn't have time for a relationship. We thought we did, but no. It lasted like 8 months.
So but it was fun. He's not your lost love.
He's a great friend still. We're good friends. We're better friends than we are lovers.
And then tonight they're celebrating Janis Joplin.
Yes.
Tell me about your first experience with Janis Joplin's music.
I loved her because she was a rock bitch. She was loud and proud, and there weren't many of those at that time. There were a lot of pretty cute, guitar, I'm sweet and I'm nice and I have long hair. And I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I wanted to be a guy. I wanted to sing rock and roll and be irreverent, and she was. And that's what affected me about Janis.
What about the tortured aspect of her life?
I feel bad that she didn't love herself enough to take care of herself, to lose herself in drugs. That's a lack of love, lack of self-love.
And how have you survived the industry for all these years?
I can't be high on stage because I can't hold it. I can't hold my liquor. I wish I could. I would love to be high on stage, but it's high enough. Being on stage is the best drug in the world. It's the best drug I've ever had. It's just all of us getting high on music and love and dancing, and it's living.
A bigger tour?
All of it. We do everything. When an album comes out, we'll take anything offered pretty much. So you'll see us, wherever you are, you'll see us. The Blairing Out Show.